All right, so let's use this shadow mapping inside on a figure. So beginning with my first stage of the drawing process, which is the gesture, just kind of laying out where the body parts are positioned, how long they are, what direction they're in. Okay, zooming out, I'm also kind of looking at what's the overall shape. So this angle, mine is too far out. I'm making a little note to myself here not to get too carried away for the width. And then I'm going to keep going. I'm starting to look at the forms. So when I look at forms, I begin with my three major masses, those most dominant forms. The rib cage egg. Ace's point is really nicely visible in this image right here, that little shadow. I'm looking at how far away are those two from each other. Thinking about just tucking this pelvis under. So I'll just scoot it towards the front. One Ace's point, the other one is on the other side, hidden behind the belly. So if you could see through this belly here, it would be on that other side. So I'm always thinking about the body as if it was made out of glass and like I could see through it. Okay, so these are cylindrical. Just the shape at first, so shape is 2D, just the silhouette of it. Then I can start to think about the form. Keeping it light, so I don't want my marks to get too dark, because I will keep working over this drawing with my shadow patterns. So having a very light touch. Oops, so it comes down, down, out here. Okay. Get some of that hair shape in. Okay. So now I have my big forms, right? I have my cylinders, my egg, my bowl, these cylinders. So now I'm making one more preparatory pass and think about smaller forms. Like on women, we definitely need to kind of give ourselves a little visual cue about where the breasts will be. Like not heavy outlines, just kind of an ovoid, placing that. If you see any muscle masses, and you don't even need to know their names for that, you just kind of intuitively use these little ovals to say, I see a longish oval here, I see a more bunched up oval there, and that will help us when we put our shadow patterns on there. Got my ribs, here are my obliques, just kind of reminding myself, okay, there's this muscle group, this oblique. And then here, obviously, the glutes. sitting on these glutes, they're getting squashed, so straight. And they fuse with the hamstrings. Okay, so then next I look at where on this pose do I see a light shadow separation very easily. So on her, I would choose an area like this. You know, it's so easy. This is light, this is shadow, rather than an ambiguous area like that, where it's like, oh, I don't know, this is shadow, or light, or what is it? So begin somewhere where it's clear. And then at first, so remember, our shadow mapping success depends on the strength of the pattern. And the strength of the pattern lies in accurate, precise edges. So to make something more precise, you need to break it into angles rather than using curves. Because curves, again, they're so complex, they're hard for our brain to calibrate. They're hard for our hand to capture in one swoop. With years and years and years of practice, maybe you can get close, but that's not us, at least not me yet. But it is really easy, or easier, for our brains to calibrate where there's a direction change in a shadow or in an edge. It doesn't have to be a shadow edge, it can be any kind of edge. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about where's the direction change. So this to this is one direction. Here is a direction change from here to here. Here is a new direction change from here to here. Here is a new direction, and so on. So every time the shadow changes, we want to reposition our mark on the page. So I'll do this for the rest of the drawing, and then I'll record me dealing with the edges.